Josh doesn't have feelings.
Yes.
And that's okay. Some people have feelings.
Earlier today, we established Josh is not one of those who has feelings.
Can't just everyone realize Josh is a robot? And like,
that's fine. Robots are wonderful people. However, not everybody is a robot.
He's on iOS 9 right now. 9.2.
Cyborgs are half people. Whatever.
I look so yellow.
Yeah.
You do not look yellow.
Okay,
You look
thank
great.
you.
We look very odd to ourselves right now, but we trust that
The monitor is doing
to you
weird
it
shit.
looks normal. Let us know if we look like human beings or if we look like Teletubbies.
Or if this is confusing you,
Okay.
what I'm doing,
Here,
and
it
making
looks
you go like,
purple.
"Wah." Hey guys, welcome. Continuation of TGIS. You guys just got done finished watching the Ranger wrap up.
Yes.
Yes.
Right, with Joe and Daniel and Jezzer. Well, now the ladies are in town, crashing through.
It's ladies' afternoon.
Ladies afternoon. Last week, these two went head to head with their X-Men fan cast.
That's right, we
And
did.
Head-to-head
We
is
did.
a little bit of an overstatement.
Right, it was more
Okay.
like hand in hand.
Well, that was how like me and Joe's fan cast was, because
Yeah.
usually we're like this, where we're like, yeah, yours is good, yeah. You know,
Ours was
we were
kind of like,
conceding a
even
lot.
if we didn't have like the same, like in terms of the same people, it was kind of in the same vein. So it
Right.
was kind of hard to feel like, oh my God, she's horrible. Like,
Yeah.
that
Well, I'm
never
so
really
glad that
happened.
it was hard for you to feel that way.
Well,
It's
it's not like you guys were going against Jezzer or anything. Who
Oh,
thinks
that's
Matt
true.
Damon should play the Green Lantern?
Matt Damon.
I'm sorry.
Matt and Mark Wahlberg should play
Nope.
the Thing.
Mark Wahlberg should not play anything.
No.
He's so mad at me. He's like,
Are you
I'm
mad
like,
back there? I can't see you.
he's
'cause
mad back
the
there.
monitor-
Like,
Oh my god.
him and
The
Shay.
monitor is
I would like to
telling
see
you.
him and Shay do a fan cast, just
No.
themselves one day.
No.
No, that would
Him
be
and
highly
Shay? Oh, wow,
entertaining.
yeah.
Listen,
I would love to know what they come up with.
Shay, precious, delicate little person. No.
Where's he been lately? He hasn't been
Listen,
lurking
he-
around like a ghoul lately.
I don't know. He's probably back at the shop. I don't know.
I don't know. Nobody
Anyways,
knows.
That's his home.
But anyway, guys, quite a few news coming out this week. We're gonna be talking about the Snyder Cut still 2 years
Right.
later.
We're here again. The more
and
things change, the more they say
The
the
more
same.
things change, and like unreleased and development superhero films. Maybe you guys were looking forward to, or you were like, "Hey, man, I wish this would have happened already." Tom Holland saying he'd like a live-action Spider-Verse, and his whole thing that was trending on Twitter with Spider-Man 4 and Tobey Maguire. And lastly, who you guys should think Keanu Reeves should play
I got thoughts.
in the MCU.
Beautiful.
I got thoughts.
That's
ready.
why you ladies are here, and I love when you're here because you have thoughts.
And we love when you're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Deciding
We
to
missed
be
you
with
last
us.
week.
I was like, I already did this X-Men fan cast. I'm super tired from work. I'm just staying in bed. And I watched from bed. I was very
Yes, you did.
entertained.
You were.
I was in there.
Entertained. You were upset. You were.
Yeah.
I was literally like coming out of bed. I was like, I
Maybe
drive to
Untitled
West Hollywood in
Chapter.
10
Did we
minutes.
forget to say our Wolverine cast while we did that one last week? Because I feel like at the end of it, I came out and I was like, did we even say Wolverine?
Did we?
I don't remember. Did we?
I think you did.
Was it the first one? Did we start with Wolverine? Is that what happened?
No.
No, we did because I definitely mentioned Ryan Hurst, didn't I? Because that was my pick.
Ooh, Ryan Hurst.
Ryan Hurst is the guy. Most people know him as Opie from Sons of Anarchy. Maybe we
No,
did.
you didn't. No, you
Okay,
didn't
so
say
then
that.
we
So
didn't
there
say
you
that.
go. That's your fan
Hurst,
cast.
Ryan Hurst.
Yeah.
Mine is. I literally just forgot his name now. Crap. Dude from Poldark.
Who's that?
And, he kind of looks like. Remember the human in the Hobbit movie? Zzz.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot there was more than one. For a second.
Luke Evans.
Yeah, he looks like Luke Evans, but he's not
Okay.
Luke Evans. So that's why.
Okay.
Aiden Turner. That's his name.
Aiden Turner. Wait, Aiden Turner is
I think.
the elf. He's Killy.
No. Wait, maybe
Really?
he is. I have no idea now.
One of the cute ones.
He is cute.
One of the
So,
cute elves.
yes.
The one who wants to bang Evangeline Lilly. Elf.
Maybe he is the one who wants to bang Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah.
I'm looking
that
this
one.
up now as if this is going to help me.
No, but Ryan Hurst, just because I
Yeah.
think that Hugh Jackman was so great and iconic as
Yeah.
that, you just really have to pick someone who's really, it's Aiden
Yeah.
Turner.
Okay, so he is in the Hobbit movie also.
Yeah,
Look at that.
he is. Yeah, I think you have to go with someone who's a little more unknown. You
Mm-hmm.
can't, Tom Hardy would have been great.
But now
especially
he's
height-wise,
Tom Hardy.
But yeah, now he's. If you had gotten him pre, all the Tom Hardy, if he was still like an indie darling, like I would have been on board with
Now
that.
he'd
But
be
now
Hugh
that
Jackman.
he's-
What about the Tom Hardy, the poor man's Tom Hardy?
Who's
I thought Tom Hardy was in Prometheus for the longest time. I was like, damn, Tom Hardy lost a lot of weight between The Dark Knight Rises doing Prometheus. Logan Green, something Logan Green.
Logan Green.
Yeah.
What's his?
The OC.
Who's his name? What's his whole
From
name?
the OC. Who was he in the OC?
He was just in He was just in this movie called.
Put a picture, hold on.
He's gonna put. He's gonna put a picture
Oh.
up. Marshall Logan Green.
Okay. Marshall
He was in
Logan Green.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Was he?
As
He was the first Shocker.
Oh,
that guy.
Okay, interesting. Her face.
yeah.
Have you
That
seen-
guy.
Hey, he looks good. Yeah.
Who looks
He does look
exactly
like a
like
poor man's Tom Hardy. He looks like
This
he
is
looks
hard.
like
For
a
the
slightly
sound.
tanner Tom Hardy.
This is-
That's literally what he looks like.
Like, really? Is it really helping all that much? I'm sorry. There's something.
Well,
like,
maybe the TV needs to move over.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he really does. He looks like a poor man's Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Not even a poor man's Tom Hardy. Looks like
He
a middle
doesn't.
class Tom
Listen,
Hardy.
he fooled me for the longest
Yeah.
time. I thought they were the same person for like when Tom Hardy was hitting his peak.
Oh, gotcha.
He looks good. He looks
Yeah.
good.
I mean, yeah.
So you didn't even know who he was. So there you go.
No, once you
Okay.
mentioned the shocker, I was like, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know enough about him, but I guess it's like
All
what
you
I'm
need to
looking
know
for.
is that he's not Tom
real
Hardy.
known.
I think
Yeah.
I think my choice was what's his face from Dread. Shit. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so bad with names right now. Who played
We were
Dread
all
in the
three
remake?
doing terribly with
Carl
names
Urban?
today.
Yeah.
Carl
I think
Urban.
that was my
Okay.
choice. I think that was
Hi,
mine.
Donnie.
It wasn't Joe's. Hi, Donnie.
I do love Carl Urban. I do wonder about
He's great.
his I don't know, like his health.
That's because
His health.
His health. No
Like,
one
I
gives
don't,
him
like,
a
I don't know,
chance.
because I mean, because like, listen, Wolverine is a very physically intensive role just to
Oh,
bulk up
okay.
and like just to get. I mean, that's why Hugh Jackman doesn't want to do this anymore, and that's why
Right.
a lot of these guys don't want to do these huge comic book roles as long as they have been doing them, because to get in shape and to
Right.
like just be constantly like. You can't fucking eat carbs. You can't
Yeah.
go ahead and like do
And
what you want to do.
strenuous
You're
also.
spending at least 2 hours every day in the gym at the
Sure.
very least. Not to mention the training that's going to go on for a specific role.
But
specific
don't
movie.
forget that Hugh Jackman
So-
didn't do that. Start doing that until the Wolverine. Then he started.
Yeah, no. Once he saw himself like in the first
Bulking up.
X-Men movie, then he was like, "Wow, I look really puny." Like, yes, he did. He
He's like,
looks
"I gotta
so
fix
small.
this." Yeah, the first
In
three.
Yeah.
In the first X-Men movie, he looks so small. It's so it's
Tiny
like,
beans, but
at
cool. That was cool choices,
Yeah.
ladies.
Yeah. Anyway, moving forward.
Moving
what is this
forward.
Snyder Cut shit?
Okay, so here's what
Somebody
happened.
explain this to me.
Um,
What's happening?
People have been asking for so long
Yeah.
about the Snyder Cut. Release the Snyder Cut. And now Zack Snyder has started like posting snippets on. I
Are you
can't.
serious?
Well, that's not what happened.
What's
Ray
happening?
Fisher came out
Oh, well,
this week.
yeah.
And was like, hey, yeah, I'd like to see the Snyder Cut too.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where it popped off on
So
Twitter.
Cyborg Ray Fisher.
Yes.
Okay.
After he also did he's been doing a lot of things in support of
Yeah. Got
Zack Snyder.
Okay.
But Zack Snyder's also been posting like images and stills of things that would have happened in the Snyder Cut.
So like
basically
completely new
confirming.
scenes and
Yeah,
sequences?
yeah, like basically confirming that there is in fact a Snyder Cut. So, and then we've learned, and over the course of especially with Cyborg, we've learned that the end credits or the final scene would have been voiced by Silas Stone. Mm-hmm. And also, there's a scene where he's like, it looks like there's an accident happening, and Cyborg's trying to reach out to his dad. It looks like maybe his dad dies.
Well, yeah, because the Justice League movie was supposed to be largely cyborg based. He was like the center of the movie, the heart of the movie. Everything was based on him. As we got a little bit of it in the Whedon cut, but the Snyder cut was really focused on the cyborg story, and that would have led into the cyborg solo film.
Right.
But they cut a lot of that out of the film, so that's why he was really commenting on the Snyder cut and
'Cause
what
he
would
was-
have happened.
So basically, they pulled a Hawkeye on him. They like promised
Yeah.
him one role and then basically did something completely different.
Right, because when
Okay.
Zach left,
Yeah.
Whedon comes in.
Oh.
of
So
course,
So this is
yeah.
like maybe like the mother box messing with his.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we got a
Yeah.
lot in the trailer with
We
Ray
did.
Fisher not
did.
being cyborg, like with the football scenes
More of
and
his origin rather than just like a
Exactly.
montage. Okay.
yeah. So that's where that all kicked off and leads to back to the Snyder Cut campaign, which is probably one of the longest running fan campaigns.
Haven't
in
they like
the past decade?
they've actually got a lot of money through like Kickstarter or whatever for it, even though it's
What
not.
do you need the money for?
Yeah, exactly.
What is supposed
Oh yeah,
to
and then
be-
this is like Dark Seed. Like we're gonna get like some
Dark
more like
Side.
Dark Side origin.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, do I need that?
which I
don't
mean,
know.
yeah, I was like,
I
don't know what
need
I'm
the
seeing.
Snyder. I am sorry. I'm a big fan of the Snyder Cut. Release the
Okay.
Snyder Cut hashtag. I know Zack Snyder gets a lot of hates. And listen, he's not a perfect filmmaker
No,
by
he's
any
not,
means.
but I think he's better than what a lot of people give him credit for. I just kind of don't know what like, how is this supposed to play out? Honestly, like, I don't
It's like
know
fan
if this-
delusion.
Yeah, well,
Like rewrite season 8 of
only
Game of
that, but
Thrones.
it just
Right,
kind of
right.
seems like if there is such a demand for it, why hasn't WB released this? Like, there
fucking
has to be.
mess.
Spite.
Yeah, there has to be some sort of reason,
Yeah.
legit or otherwise.
I feel like there isn't like a complete, like, obviously those scenes are not completed, or
Right.
else they wouldn't have needed Joss Whedon to come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's what
So you
I
think
would
that it's just
imagine.
an incomplete movie?
Yeah,
and
For
that-
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, they fired him, and I think they have a little ego there.
Right.
Like, we're not, even though they're giving him another movie. I don't know. It's so weird
They're
what's
giving
going
him-
on
It is
with
weird
Kevin
because-
Tsujihara.
Yeah.
Because right now, this is like more industry related news, but like he's going through his own like scandal. I
Yeah.
think, like sexual harassment allegations. So
Snyder
it's
is?
No.
Fujihara.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
The
like, that's
CEO of
completely news to me.
WBDC.
Got it.
So it's just messy
Yeah.
Okay.
in the DC.
So
world
it's
over
just
there.
a mess over there, basically.
Yeah.
And caught in the mess of all this is whether or not to release the Snyder Cut.
I mean, but like, what would they do? Like, that's hiring a whole team. So that's like putting a lot of
I
money.
guess.
Right.
Okay, to me, because like this is what it seems like to me. Like there was a Snyder Cut, and then the WB, for whatever reason, they just were like, we don't want to go in that direction. We want
Right.
to go in a maybe lighter tone, and they brought in Joss Whedon not only because Snyder was also fired because I don't know if this was just a spin, but also he was having personal issues.
Yes.
Like his daughter's
Supposedly
death.
he stepped down because of his daughter's death.
And also his wife, who was a producer on the movie too. So it just kind of seemed like there was a lot of stories coming in and out, and not a whole lot of clarity of like if there were problems before his personal issues began or not. So I don't. It just seems like a mess. And at
Yeah.
this point, it's like, all right, if we're gonna get this cut released,
Well, it's
is fan antagonizing the studio or anybody else really going to accomplish that? Is there just like no chance in hell whatsoever, and we're just kind of like stoking the fires for a lot of
I
people to
feel
be
like if there had been a
aggravated? I don't
chance,
know.
they would have brought it up by now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like how much more money do they want to dump in? Because
Yeah.
like we mentioned before, if your superhero tentpole film does not crack $1 billion, you are officially a failure. Sounds super silly and ridiculous, and unfortunately that just happened to Zack Snyder one too many times. First with Batman v Superman, and then Justice League. Which technically I guess wasn't him. I don't know how that configured, but Batman v Superman for sure. They were really disappointed by the outcome of that. And because I think Joss Whedon came in the last couple weeks of production, and then they just reshot a lot of things and piecemealed different things together.
Which, okay. Yeah.
Which was messy, and because Joss
Yeah.
Whedon had done Age of Ultron and he's done Buffy and Firefly, like he has this reputation of bringing in fans and making things cult classics, and he's got a fan base.
Yeah, I think they needed a competent director, and they were like, all right, this guy has cred, but.
Yeah,
If you've
which
already
he
got
comes
it-
with his own creative baggage as well.
Yeah, sure. But
Yeah.
if you've got already just a mess on the table, an incomplete puzzle, like, and that's what it
Should have
seems
just
like.
let him finish it.
Yeah, you really
Right.
They
should've.
should have just and then
Push
wrote
it
off
back.
their losses.
Yeah, just like push it back.
That was the thing.
honestly.
Yeah.
Just push it back. I really hate the fact that we've just become so handcuffed to release dates.
Yeah.
And
Unless you're X-Men Dark Phoenix.
unless you're
But
Sonic.
it's definitely
And it-
WB has that
Because
problem.
when you do push
Yeah.
it back, people assume that it's like bad. That should
Sure.
be bad. So,
Sure.
but if we let it be like push it back so that it can be better, I
But
don't
you know
why-
what? There's a difference between, like when Sonic pushed back, it was because of, they were like, if we're going to do this, let's
Right.
do this right, and let's make as many of you happy. And it's like, all right, we accepted that, and we were
Yeah.
like, fine. We're a little concerned about the VFX artists now, but we hope that they're going to be fine by the end of it and taking care
Y'all
of
got
it.
him fired, yo. They're like, let's get this fan guy from YouTube who is.
Oh my God, yeah.
Who recreated
But
the fan art.
it's like, if they came out and said like, listen, it's not where we want it to be. Like, we're gonna ask for your patience. We know that you're excited to see it. It's going to come out. It's not a question of it coming out, but it's not where it
Yeah.
needs to be. Like, I feel like I would respect any studio who would do that a lot more than them just pushing out just another mediocre superhero movie where literally like it's still boggles my mind that movie happened and it didn't have a bigger effect on me. Like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, like all of them were there.
And it was forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
honestly, I mean, Zack Snyder makes movies like an author writes novels, and I would just want to see a novelization. I think he should just write it.
Yeah.
I think he just
That's a
write
good idea, yeah.
his own
Yeah.
cut and just
Is
let
he
people
allowed
read it.
would he be allowed to do that?
I don't know the legalities of that. I would assume that he does need to get the rights for it, but it seems like he still has a good relationship with WB
Right,
because he still has film deal there, and he's releasing one I think in a couple years. But I mean that's the solution I think, and get the best of both worlds.
To at least put out something that lets people know what it would have been.
Because listen, they're not going to hire a whole post team, and then we don't know the extent of how unfinished.
Why wouldn't they release? You know how sometimes they'll release screenplays, or like actually like sell it like a book. Like why not release like the screenplay of Justice League? You know?
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Could you guys think of any like superhero films that were in development, got canned, and you would have wanted to see?
Oh. Superman Lives.
With Nick Cage?
Yes. Superman Lives.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh my god, I love it.
I still need to see the documentary.
Look at him, he's beautiful.
That's so. I didn't know this was even a thing.
Okay, you haven't seen Death of Superman Lives then?
No.
I haven't seen that doc.
So
yet.
John Schnepp, rest in peace, by the way. John Schnepp, awesome writer, actually put together this whole documentary, and he interviewed everybody with the exception of Nick Cage about what happened to this movie. This movie basically went to I think 6 weeks before it was supposed to start photography. Like it was fully online to go ahead and be made. And because I think it's WB, they just had a string of just terrible flops. And they basically pulled the plug because this was going to be a $250 million Tim Burton movie starring Nick Cage. And I mean, when they have everybody, Bonaventura is in there, I think Lauren Shula Donner is in there, the entire design and production team. These are the guys that went on to do The Matrix. I mean, this is top tier talent. This isn't just some crazy B-list movie. It's amazing. I had always seen these pictures.
Look at that. Come on. That's
thought,
my Superman.
That's
that's smoldering.
Come to find out that there were entire they were fully going to make this movie. So, I mean, they had multiple screenshots of costume, of hair, everything. And it's amazing how far it got.
That's
and
so
literally,
sad.
they just pulled the plug.
Yeah.
And they have a ton of concept art, just a lot of things that never came to be. It looks a lot like Man of Steel. It looks very sci-fi. We're going to lean heavy into the fact that he's an alien. And I was like, this is insane and this is amazing, and I would have loved to have just seen how crazy it would have become, and the fact that it never did.
I think he would have killed it.
I would love to see it. I would like to see it. I would like to see it.
He is one of the biggest Superman fans in the world.
Doesn't he have a son named Cal?
Yes,
that's so cute.
Kal-El or whatever his full name.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Cage has a son named Cal.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a thing.
Wow. Oh, that is sad.
That's how big of a fan he is.
Ghost Rider, because he was just constantly somebody give me a comic movie.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
I know.
Well, speaking of playing
but he does voice Superman in one of the animated films.
So he
got to see Titans Go.
Yeah.
He got that's the best.
Dream
That's the best.
In some way, shape, or form. But let's move on to our next piece of news here. Tom Holland wants a Spider-Man live action verse.
And Amy Pascal said anything's possible. Okay. Anything is possible. I mean, again, it would be like Into the Spider-Verse, but
so
live
is he
action.
talking specifically bringing back Garfield? And
Maguire?
like
Garfield and Maguire. But you could also have a live action Miles in there, and you could have a Gwen Stacy that is Spider-Gwen.
Yes, you can.
I think that'd be fun.
That'd
even
be
if
great.
even if they just put it out as a freaking YouTube video, it doesn't have to be a whole movie.
That would be such a great post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Even if it was
just the post-credits.
Or they did that Thor one-off, which was a 6-minute comedy.
Oh, yeah.
And, I think that would be great if it was so hi, we have a multiverse for all of 6 minutes. But I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, because the multiverse does exist.
Yeah.
And we know even in the upcoming film, right? Mysterio is part of that multiverse.
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah, it just depends because I think the Sam Raimi group, they weren't treated very well by Sony and kind of got dumped. So I don't know.
Well, I know
if Toby would be
then
totally
again,
up for it. It's been a while.
The
Amazing.
Andrew Garfield,
Yeah.
amazing one. Also, kind of, they didn't get their third one.
Yeah.
Well, I think that obviously that's Sony's deal.
Yeah.
Sony obviously didn't handle
they haven't
these
either.
franchises. Right, one of those didn't handle them well.
Right.
Kind of fumbled. I think the landing. They always fumble the landing. I don't know. It's every single one of those had great potential and great successes, and then just shat the bed. at the last second, and it was like, oh god.
But at least, at least those Sam Raimi ones dodged and make it to 3.
I don't know what was going on Twitter with the Spider-Man
What is
4.
this? What is this? I saw this. Everyone was like, it's a Spider-Man Fantastic Four, but then it was a countdown. So what did they end up announcing?
They're gonna release a comic book for what they plan to do for Spider-Man 4.
With the Tobey Maguire.
Oh, okay.
So that's why everyone thought Tobey Maguire was going to do another live-action Spider-Man film. And everyone's actually getting more hype than I thought. And I'm a big Maguire Spider-Man fan. So I was very surprised to see that because I know it's that's very polarizing, divisive.
You know what?
Opinion to have.
Maguire, I love Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man.
Because everyone likes Holland, then Garfield, and then Tobey Maguire. So he's usually
yeah.
Spider-Man 2 is great.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is great.
Is still consistently top 10 for me.
Yeah. And the first one.
First one is great.
Yeah, I love the first two.
It looks like
I even like the third one because I was having a great time in the
And
theater
I don't
just
think
cracking
and
up.
Maguire isn't the problem with any of the problems in the movies.
I have never seen the third one.
We had to have like a
We're having
party.
a movie night.
Yeah.
I have it on DVD.
That's
I
amazing.
had so many people
I would love to
straight up
rewatch
tell me,
the trilogy.
Don't watch this movie.
No, you should
I had
totally
so
watch
many
it.
people, and I
Oh
had
my
people
god, I'm
that
rubbing
I
out
like,
my.
It's at least.
We're gonna have a video clip of you watching the movie.
Yes.
I'm down for a watch.
I
through.
love
I'll
it.
tell you guys about a
No,
watch
because it's
through.
at least as entertaining as it was to watch Dark Phoenix 2.
I had a great
At the very
I had a
least,
great time in the
I'm
theater.
just telling you, like, I have like a very
my
small
gosh.
core of people where if they tell me not to watch the movie, I don't. So like, I haven't seen.
You're not a
lot of, like-
completist?
I'm not, and like because it's like, all right, they say it's bad, and usually I am.
Mhm.
But these are like people that I'm like, all right, I trust you. So it's like I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen Fan Four Stick.
Fan Forced.
I haven't seen that one
I
with
mean,
Michael B.
at
Jordan.
least, if it's at
Yeah, I didn't
least
see that
bad
one.
enough that you know it's gonna mess with your view of
No,
canon,
nothing
that's when
does.
I'm like, no.
Nothing
It's
does.
like so bad
I think
that-
more. I think it's more about a thing of just like if I don't go to movies to be disappointed. I don't like to feel like that, which is why
I
like
love
going to see
movies to be
X-Men
disappointed.
movies has just become like heartbreaking for
Aw.
me. Yeah. See, I don't know. What the
Don't
fuck this
spoil
is.
anything.
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah, and Lauren is correct. J.J. Abrams is writing the new comic series that's supposed to be what they're gonna do.
I'm
That
not
is what
over
it is.
this.
So, you were right.
I'll
We're
watch it.
scheduling
I'll watch
a
it.
movie night.
So, yeah, we have to do it. We have to do it.
I'll watch it. I'll make a list of all the comic book movies I haven't seen yet because the people told me that to don't do it.
All the concepts for 4 were implemented into the Garfield and Holland movies.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say the
Okay.
Garfield movie. The first one was kind of just like play by play.
I mean, I get that. I just
But-
yeah. I like all of the franchises for different reasons, and I always think it's a little silly when people are like, "Well, if you like this, you can't like that about this or that." You know, I'm like,
No,
I
that's-
like them for
yeah.
completely different reasons, and I definitely have my own favorite.
Right.
But that doesn't like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. But I would love to see all three of them together because anytime that they do like.
What is
They
this
do pop
picture?
up on Tumblr or Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It always seems like they're pretty supportive. Like all
Is
the
this
actors.
Justice League Immortal?
Just be mortal.
Mortal.
What
Justice
is
League
this?
Mortal. That was
Yeah,
another one
what
that was
is
going to
this?
happen with Adam Brody was going to be the Flash.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Armie Hammer was going to be Batman.
I remember
I
that.
was.
Armie Hammer.
Yeah, this is the one I
Yes.
was going to say.
He is
the
like
one
the
I
number
wish
one
would have liked
favorite
to have seen.
to play
I would have
Batman.
liked to
I
have
mean, I
seen
get
that.
it. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I see it. And who's supposed to be playing Superman? Who is that?
Don't know.
I don't remember who was going to be playing Superman, but
Probably other guy from the 90s.
they actually have that script online, and I've read this script,
Huh.
and it was really. It's just like
We should do a table read.
it was fun. Like it wasn't like amazing, but
Yeah.
still, it was something I would have
Let's
liked
do
to have
it.
seen.
Well, guys, let us know if they do a live action Spider-Verse. Would you want Tom Holland leading the crowd or
Yes.
Miles Morales? And
Yes.
if you want Miles doing it, who
Yes.
should be Miles Morales?
Yes.
Moving on to our last topic.
Spider-Ham. I want
Who should- I
Spider-Ham.
gotta
Oh yeah,
see
we
that.
gotta have Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099.
Spider-Man Noir.
Oscar Isaac.
Keanu Reeves.
Hey, did you get my choices?
Damn, she's got choices.
I got choices.
I got choices also.
I got one choice.
You got one
All right,
choice.
who wants to start then?
I'll do my one choice.
Do your one
and then
choice.
you guys could judge it.
I don't
Okay.
have hers, but go ahead.
You didn't ask for assets. I didn't even know what the topics were until this morning. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that later.
All right, tell us.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes, tell me.
You guys ready?
I am
Yes.
ready.
This is a villain who has been in the cinematic universe.
Already?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
But has totally been fumbled.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Fumbled, out of bounds.
Is it who I think you're gonna say? I think it is.
Are you gonna guess,
I don't
or
know,
are you
maybe.
gonna-
Tell me.
No. Okay.
All right. Just tell us.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You don't seem ready. You're on your
I'm
phone.
ready because I want to find
you
the
to
tweet.
be ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. The Mandarin.
Yes!
I love it.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. 100%. Cast it right now.
100%.
So, but in what movie?
What they were talking about possibly bringing him into Shang-Chi, and then I think it was, what was it? Not Guardians. I don't know. Spider-Man.
Are you just asking like who I would personally?
No.
She said,
Kevin
like, who she
Feige
thinks-
was like,
Oh,
we
okay.
didn't drop the ball on this. We're gonna bring the role back, but he was like naming a couple of movies that could have been possible in. I'm just not sure. Sorry, guys. But anyway, yeah. Officially, Kevin Feige's like, we're going to bring the Mandarin back. He's been saying that since Iron Man 3.
Forever though.
Forever.
Right.
And I feel like Keanu's got the darkness, and he's can be menacing
he
when he can.
I would love it so much more if he came off just like less theatrical as like, you know, what they did. Trevor, you know, far less theatrical.
Yeah.
And that, you know, sort of like weird, like fucking televised Mandarin.
Right, just like
which
play
I
the
did
Mandarin
love as
straight.
a choice. I
Right.
loved it as a choice. And
But the reveal was like,
Yeah, the reveal was
well,
stupid.
Here's what I really like. If you've been reading these comics for a while and you go in thinking like, oh, I got this. I know exactly what's going to happen. And they completely like say like, nope, you don't.
Right.
Fuck you. They did that in Captain Marvel with the Skrulls. They did it here with the Mandarin. So I appreciate that. I do think though that they can't just leave it at that. They do need to bring back the Mandarin. It's a necessity. You have to.
they gotta fix the mistake.
But how great would it be if it was like on the, you know, Visage, it's just Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Just like, and not really threatening. He doesn't
Right.
really play it as threatening, but
Yeah.
like, obviously there is an undercurrent of like ruthlessness and just, you know.
Sure.
I love it.
I think it'd be great.
Mandarin.
I
Mandarin.
100%, yeah.
Amazing. Who's next?
I approve!
Thank you.
Well, I just wanted
approval.
I just wanted to read this tweet from Bob Chipman, which I think is the correct choice.
Okay.
He's like, hear me out. What if he's just Keanu Reeves?
Yes!
We've established the MCU's separate universe from our own via the different presidents, so maybe Keanu Reeves of Earth 1999 joins the Avengers, and his powers are being Keanu Reeves, which is already more than Hawkeye does.
Oh, here we go. Oh no.
How dare you?
Oh no.
Get out of here, Bob.
That
Not
would
having
be,
it.
I'm like, yes, he should just be Keanu Reeves. But if he's going to be an actual character, I had a
She's
couple.
got serious answers.
Yeah, I got a couple. So first, you know, Adam Warlock. People like maybe bring him into a Guardians film.
I like
he's
that.
like the perfection.
I think
right?
he
He's supposed to
fits
be,
in
like,
a Guardians world.
perfect human. So is Keanu Reeves.
He does great with sci-fi.
Done. And then the other choice, just because I'm like expecting this to happen because of that like one comment in Avengers Endgame, is Namor. Like have him be, you know, there you go. And then like have him be in like an upcoming Black Panther film as the villain, then turned into, you know, antihero.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Namor?
Namor could work.
could.
Let's see. Adam Warlock. The only I hate to say this.
What?
What are they called? That little race of gold people.
I hate those people. I don't know their name.
Damn,
The
that
gold
is
people!
racist.
I am racist against the gold people. I don't remember their name though.
I don't remember.
None of them have beards.
The Golden Company.
None of them beard. The golden company.
And the fact that you would shave down Keanu Reeves is kind of like
Maybe
I
it's
don't
just
know
like
if
a
I wanna-
unique specimen for
Maybe,
them.
I
The
don't
beard
know.
is actually part of the story.
Now,
just
well, the
saying
beard is part of him now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying that like I expected another gold person to pop
Right,
out of that
oh,
so capsule. So that's like, but if they took it a completely different
Right.
way, where it's like it's a whole new being, it's a whole new
Right.
thing, and he looks nothing like us, and that's why he's perfect or
Yes.
whatever. That could be interesting. That could be cool.
The only reason I'm hesitant on the Namor thing is because thinking about Jason Momoa, I feel like it's too like it gets too campy. I don't know if that's the word. With their
Namor-
energy.
Namor is completely different. I mean, Namor,
Sure, as a character.
he's such a dick. Like, Namor's is 100% just a dick, but
yeah.
everybody
Just a dick underwater.
But he's a dick with morals, so like he shows up to do the right thing, but he's ruthless and he's 100% just like if their goals are not 100% aligned and in the best interest of him and his people in the ocean, then he's just always like,
In the ocean.
I'll be over here. You guys can call me whenever we're actually like on board with each other.
Yeah.
So I think that could be cool, and I think that's why if you do introduce Namor, even though he is so Aquaman-like, there has to be that clear like distinction between like because. You know, Aquaman's such like a cute frat boy puppy like
Yes,
hero.
especially the way that Jason Momoa plays
which is
him.
perfect.
Yeah.
Cute, adorable. But like Namor would have to be.
It definitely is a chance for them to like show how different even their similar ones are.
Yeah,
You know, because
exactly.
it's like, I don't know, like, what are the characters that are similar? Like, Harley Quinn and Deadpool actually have, like,
Yeah,
but,
there's differences between
yeah,
them.
but there's also, like, really big
Yeah, and
differences
even
in
like
characters.
Captain Marvel and
Yeah.
like Wonder Woman
Or even, like,
Superman
I don't know,
and,
Iron
like,
Man,
yeah,
Batman,
Superman
whatever.
and
Captain,
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Captain
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, exactly.
Quicksilver and Flash. I mean, like, there's completely like, yeah.
But
so-
I totally love the thought of him being in a Guardians film.
Yes.
I think he does sci-fi very well, sci-fi and
And
comedy
he
and
has, like,
drama.
he can be
Miss
really
him
fun
in
too. He
comedy.
can be like have gravitas and also a lot of.
But that's how Guardians is now. It's got
I
a
know,
little
but I'm
comedy
saying,
in
like,
it.
I
Yeah.
miss Keanu Reeves in comedy.
Yeah.
Now he's just been
like, did you guys
making
see
these-
Always Be on Maybe? He
Yes.
played a version
Not
of himself,
yet.
and he was
That's my weekend film.
So
quite
good.
funny. He's quite funny.
Super chat from the blood. Thank you for the
Okay.
super chat.
Somebody,
Oh, I like the super chat song.
Thank you.
somebody read it.
I'd like Keanu as Beyonder in a Secret War movie.
Ooh, good choice. Good
Yeah, I mean,
choice.
it's got to be a great choice because supposedly Kevin Feige said that they've approached Keanu multiple times,
Well, for
and
every
it hasn't
film they
been
do.
right.
Yeah.
You know, so they've got to come up with like the perfect role that he's gonna.
Yeah,
wanna
the thing I
snatch
love
up.
about him, he's very particular. He's not like a Netflix, not Netflix, a Redbox movie guy. Sorry, like
he
Bruce
is a
Willis
Netflix
is.
movie guy. Yeah.
Like he
I
won't
got
like
you.
take any film just to
just
work.
like any.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
he can do what he wants.
Like he's very
you know?
particular
Yeah.
about what
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
And I feel like he has to have a passion for it and really feel the role, and that's what I appreciate about him being an '80s star. You know, you
Yeah.
don't get a lot of those.
Because he's like, I love whenever he's like, I have so much money that like, and he lives so simply that
Right.
he's not trying to like, pay off, like a $4
Right.
million
He actually-
house,
yeah.
like in the, he's just like,
He
and
has the
gives all his
privilege
money
of
away.
choice.
And he's still getting residuals on everything, so like he's not hurting at all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's true.
All right, Tony.
Speaking of
your turn.
roles that are
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got all your roles. Yeah.
my first one.
Okay. Out of 10.
My first
We'll
one.
be
out
here
two.
for-
Out of
I have
two.
two
Okay,
choices.
it's two.
Oh,
I have two
ooh,
choices.
I love it.
I think he'd be an absolute perfect movie ghostwriter.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
Even though
Like,
I don't
which
want
one,
to
like
rip that
Johnny
away from
Blaze?
Nick Cage, but I
No,
like
okay,
it.
but here's the thing. All right, so Keanu Reeves is huge into motorcycles. Don't know if you know that. He's been in multiple accidents in his life. Stop trying to kill yourself. Oh my God. But if we wanted to go ahead and channel that passion and that hobby to,
Yeah.
bring somebody in who obviously has an affinity for these like dark, gritty roles, essentially it's almost like Constantine on a motorcycle. I think like he's absolutely perfect for it. I think it would be just a really easy thing to do. I think if you really wanted to go ahead and put it out there that there are multiple ghostwriters, so that way it's not taking anything away from Robbie Reyes, who just got his new series. Where is he at now? Where is that series at now?
It's going to be Hulu, I believe.
Yes. So you could have two, multiple
Yeah.
ghostwriters living in existence with each other.
Yeah.
Maybe one day teaming up or.
That would be very cool.
Could do that. Could happen. I think it'd be great. I think it's just like. You could make him as personable as you want to, because Keanu is likable as fuck. You can make him as silent and just like menacing as you wanted to.
Yeah.
100%. While I love Nick Cage, I don't think that Ghostwriter movies were anything amazing.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah. So
And that
I
adds
think
to like
it's
the mystic
definitely-
element of the MCU.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Doesn't have as much of
definitely, I was like, he's perfect. He'd be perfect. But I get why he maybe wouldn't want to, just because it is a lot like his previous stuff. So, if you
Oh, if
wanted
he
to
wants to
do
branch out?
something a little different,
Also, is Ghost Rider back in the MCU yet?
isn't it?
Is that back at Marvel?
I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
it's
it
in
was
Marvel
Agents of
Television, right?
S.H.I.E.L.D..
Yeah, Marvel Television.
So that's where Robbie Reyes was introduced through,
Yeah.
was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then he went ahead and got his new series over at Hulu, which is apparently not at all connected to what was previously done on the show.
I think
Agents
it's
of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
right.
So
Like they're not going
that's
to
a weird
have
thing.
explicit connection.
Yeah,
But
so
same Robbie Reyes.
if he wanted to play a more lighthearted character, I thought that he might make a great long shot. You guys.
That's
Wow.
Listen, I know everyone remembers long shot. Why'd you pick this
That's
picture?
this is very Bill and Ted's
Wow.
Excellent Adventure, Keanu.
For those of you that don't remember, Longshot is from the X-Men universe. All right, he is supposed to be from Mojo World, and he's supposed to be essentially like this like TV celebrity, where like where he eventually leads the rebellion against Mojo, the dictator.
Yeah.
So his superpower is that he's lucky. He just
Mm-hmm.
has a shit ton of luck, especially
Well,
when
like
his
Domino.
intentions are
Yeah,
pure.
he's like a male domino.
So he's just like this sort of character that just sort of like is there in the clutch. It would also not be a film like centered on him. He'd
Right,
be part
he's
of
just-
an ensemble. He'd be a way where you could go ahead and just say like, "Fuck, that's Keanu Reeves
Yes.
being awesome." Yes. And like I think it'd be a really easy way to bring him in, and also kind of like I obviously don't want him to do this. I don't want him to have the blonde mullet, but I
Or play with butterflies.
He can play with butterflies all he wants because he's Keanu Reeves.
Just not with a
But
blonde mullet?
I think that if you wanted to go ahead and just have somebody that's obviously a little more like happy-go-lucky,
Yeah.
and a little more just like gliding through life, just because not only on his charm, but
be like
because he's
that.
so lucky. Like I think that would be a perfect. Because Keanu, listen, we all know him as John Wick, but once upon a time we used to know him as Jack Traven from Speed,
And
We
that's
knew
how
him-
I know him.
We used to know
Speed
him
is, like, one of my favorite
from Bill and Ted.
Yes.
We used to know him as Shane fucking Falco. All right, from The Replacements, we knew him as like these happier, kind of like everyday sort of characters. And the fact that he's kind of transformed now into this sort of like gritty action hero, which like I think a lot of these aging action heroes like Liam Neeson and all these other guys, people love that shit. We
Yeah.
eat it up.
Liam
I'm not saying
Neeson.
there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying I would love to see a happier Keanu.
And he's been having fun in recent times with those kinds of roles.
Yeah.
With Always Sam Baby and
totally-
Toy Story 4.
Yeah, 100%. And I would
So.
just love to see him actually. I'd love to see Keanu Reeves smile on camera.
That would be great.
I'd love to
Flash,
see it.
flash those beautiful teeth out of
I'd love to see it.
But honestly, like any role, like honestly, why doesn't Keanu just tell us what he wants to play and then they'll just make it happen?
No, you come to Keanu. Keanu does not go to you. So Kevin Feige will go to his house every damn Marvel movie that's announced and be like, all right, here are the characters.
Here are the characters.
Here's the plot points.
Here's
You
my
interested?
pitch for you to be this one, this one, this
But
one.
the current rumor is that he's in talks to be in the Internals film with Angelina Jolie,
then,
which
yeah.
would be sexy
Yeah.
as F.
That would be sexy.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh, I would be totally.
And that would be
down for
like a new, not a new character, but like new to the public to make his mark on.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So nothing's been confirmed nor denied. We'll see in the couple coming weeks. I think that's set for 2021 release.
Oh.
I feel like it's 2020, but there's no way they haven't started.
Yeah,
2021.
no.
Okay,
Okay.
2021.
Oh,
not
wait.
2020. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
they have to be done by now.
So definitely they'll be making an appearance. Marvel Studios will be coming to Comic-Con. That is official.
Crazy.
D23 is this year.
D23 is this
D23
year.
Is
Yeah.
also this year. So we're going
But-
to get a lot of Marvel news and possible
Did they
phase
confirm
4.
whether or not MCU is coming to Hall H?
Yes.
Yes. I
Marvel
think it's
Studios,
MCU.
yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah, Marvel Studios is the cinematic universe. Marvel
live
Television
action
is
panel at
that.
D23. This is what it's been in the past. It's been actual Walt Disney Studios, so all their live action shit, Marvel and Star Wars. Now on top of that, they now have to add Disney Plus.
Yep.
They have so
So
much
we've got stuff to spread out now.
to get through.
They
That
can
panel,
throw some things over on.
and I get why they're doing this, so that way they're like, all right, we're just going to do a snippet probably of like
Yeah.
5-10 minute presentation on Marvel while we get to all the new shit. So yeah, that's exciting. That's
Yes.
awesome that they have so much to do that they actually now have a need for Comic-Con.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Comic-Con's less than a month away. So you guys stay tuned. Of course, we're all going to be there at Comic-Con this
We
year.
are.
Coming to you with the news, more
So
superhero
close.
news. Maybe the Snyder Cut will have a special screening there. Who knows
Snyder
this
Cut.
year?
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be crazy.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
But who's not coming is DC. DC will not have a Hall H panel this year. And
so
also
sad. 'Cause
Warner
they've got
Brothers.
some good movies, or I don't know if
sad.
they're good, but they've got a lot of big movies coming up. I don't know why they wouldn't.
You know what also surprised me? Nerd HQ hasn't signaled a return. Like they've been kind of like tweeting out, like,
Haven't they
in
been-
the past couple months, like, hey, have
Yeah.
some new surprises for you guys.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I
and,
feel like they cut ties with Comic Con, or they had a
yeah,
falling out.
but like yeah, I saw a lot of tweets and all of a sudden nothing. So that was kind of a surprise. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened there, but I miss a lot of just little off campus
Yeah.
activations, and I feel like, huh?
I love the offsites.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
MTV party in the
I
park.
love the offsites. I think they're just
Same.
like, even if I didn't have a pass, I feel like I would definitely.
I spend
still
more
go.
time outside.
I
Yeah.
definitely do. I definitely do. I miss Nerd HQ, and I wish there
Yeah.
was some place that would actually set up for the entirety of Comic Con.
Maybe that'll be hashtag one day. But that's going to do it for us for Superhero News Network. We're going to be going into Box Office Showdown at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, Blur, for the super chat. And thank you for everybody else in the chat. Ryan Hyper Matiki. Mutiki.
Yeah, Mutiki? I don't know.
And anybody else in the chat, anybody watching us from home,
Yes, we
thank you
love
for
you.
spending your Saturday afternoon with us. And we will
guys.
be back in about 15 minutes.
Bye.
Signing off.
Bye.